Good morning, friends, loved ones. I don't know who else listens to this, but we are back with another episode, Sammy and Marissa's husbands. Uh, I think we might need to change the name of the podcast uh, to just Sammy's husband, or maybe Sammy and Claire's husband, introducing our guest, my brother, Bryce.
Hello.
Bryce is taking the spot of Tyler today. Tyler he's doing something. He's frolicking somewhere. God knows what.
You pronounced lazy wrong.
Fair, very fair. Shots. But today, probably a relatively short episode, but we'll do lives of recent. We'll talk some current events, random questions, Pat's peeves, and Mike's likes. So just to start it off, tell me a little bit about what you've had going on, what you got coming up, what's last week. I know you did some fun things for Thanksgiving, so what's been going on?
Yeah, just got back today, actually. Eventful travel weekend for Thanksgiving. Tuesday morning, I went up to New York City. My wife had already been up there since like the previous weekend. Her sister lives up there, so we stayed with her. And it's my wife's birthday the day before Thanksgiving. And like one of the things that she's always wanted to do is go to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And we're not a parade family, me and you. So it's never something that's been on my radar. But it's her Super Bowl, as she calls it. So we went up there and we did that. We woke up at 4:30 in the morning on Thanksgiving. We're out the door by 5 and, walked across Central Park and over to the Upper West Side. It's like right about 70th Street on the west side of the park, like right where the start of the parade is. And dude, it was pitch black outside at 5:30 in the morning when we got there, and all the space along the barricade was already taken. Like it was, I mean, people were out there at 4 o'clock in the morning just to get spots. So we just like stood behind like a family with like three kids so we could just like see over them. Um, but like I shit you not, like you just stood in place for 3 hours until the parade started. And then it's
That's
another
that's
90
crazy.
minutes. Like it was like a total of like 5 hours just standing in place. But it was really cool. She had a good time. Um, it's definitely like if we did it again, there's a lot of things I'd do differently. Like I'd bring a chair, you know. That would have been huge. But no, she had a blast, so that was cool.
All right,
Um,
so hold on. Question, couple follow-on questions about the parade.
sure.
We are not a parade family, so you definitely have that right. I don't. I think the first time I've ever turned on the Macy's Day Parade was this Thanksgiving to potentially see you guys as you're watching it.
Exactly.
Um, and then also, I know it was cold up there. It had to be freezing.
It was about like 37, 38.
Okay, so it was cold, especially when it was dark outside.
Yeah, but all the
And then
people really blocked the wind, honestly. So
okay.
it's not as cold as you think it would be. Like it doesn't feel like it's that cold, really.
True. And then like her whole family was there.
No, it was just me, her, and her sister. And
Oh,
then
okay,
that
cool.
day we took a train after the parade down to Pennsylvania to
I
meet up with
see.
her family.
I
Yeah,
see. All right. And then how long does the parade typically last?
it's about 90 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, from if you're standing at the start line, it takes 90
Okay.
minutes for all the floats to go through. The entire parade is like 4.5 hours, but we were only out there for like an hour and a half because that's like we were right at the start. We saw the floats go by and it's like, okay, we'll leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Mhm.
I mean, that is a cool experience. I mean, to say you went to New York City, watched the parade, not necessarily on my bucket list, but glad that Claire got to knock it off hers. But that's cool. What else been going on?
It was, everything was cool other than that. We took a train down to, Philly and then out on the main line out to Exton. Her family lives out in like Chester Springs. So
How
we
long
uh,
does
we
that
went out
take?
there. It was like 2 hours from New York, 2 hour ride.
Not too bad at all.
It's really not nearly as far as you think it is. And like half
What
of it is you
about,
gotta sit in Philly for 20 minutes to like switch engines.
yeah, what about from DC? Shorter or longer?
right around the same,
Okay.
honestly. Actually, it's probably like hour 45 from DC.
Okay.
So maybe like 15 minutes longer. Like it's really like the middle point between New York and DC, honestly.
Okay. No, that definitely
Yeah.
makes sense. That's cool.
But so we went out there, did that, did like the Thanksgiving meal and stuff. And then the next day we went back over there for like games and everything, leftovers, all that stuff. And then Saturday, Claire got to have her fun at the parade, and I made them drive 2 hours to go to Gettysburg because we were
Nice.
out there. So,
Nice. So
she got hers, I got mine.
you let her have her Super Bowl and then you got your Super Bowl walking around
Exactly.
Gettysburg. Nice.
Yeah. She did surprise me with a like a 2 hour guided bus tour. So it was pretty sick.
That is cool. Honestly, going to a place like that and having someone kind of walk and talk you through everything is a fun experience.
Yeah, and it's like to be a tour guide there, you have to like pass like a super, super hard test. Like people have to study for years to be able to pass it. So it's like all the tour guides know like exactly what every single detail.
Yeah, I went
So,
on I guess we call it a staff ride to Wilson's
mhm.
Creek out in Missouri. And it's a Civil War battlefield. And we did the same thing. We had a tour guide that talked to us, and he was an older guy, but he was telling us like his lifelong dream was to be a tour guide at Gettysburg.
Yeah,
But
it's hard.
it's like he just failed and failed and failed. So eventually just picked a easier Civil War battlefield to be a tour guide at. But
That's funny.
I didn't realize it was that hard. I mean, I
Oh
guess
yeah,
it
it's like
makes sense.
competitive too.
Yeah,
Um, which is a crazy thing, like a concept to even think about, trying to
right.
like compete with people. It's like kind of like taking the SAT. It's like, you get your placement test and then like you go in and it's like only the top, like they only have a certain amount of openings and it's like the highest scores get the job.
Yeah. I mean, those dudes love that though.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah. No, and the guide was really good. Like he really was really engaging. It wasn't boring and dry because like
Yeah.
it was me, Claire, her mom, her sister's roommate. Like it was, there was a bunch of us, and all of us were like, "Oh, wow, this is really interesting."
Nice.
And it's cool, like the movie Gettysburg with like Martin Sheen and Jeff Daniels, and it's like Sam Elliott, bunch of like famous '90s actors. It was all filmed like on the actual battlefield, so it's like you're driving by all these spots, like, wait, why does this look so familiar? And then you realize you're just like, oh wow, they literally filmed the movie here too.
I don't know if I knew that actually.
I didn't until afterwards. And then they have like a museum and stuff there too. That was also really cool.
You think those tour guides ever just like make shit up, like just random little facts?
I mean, the temptation's there, but it's like if you get caught doing it, you probably get fired. Like,
Yeah. I mean, they could have people going back to their hometowns. They could go to work on Monday morning, like, you will not believe what I found out about Gettysburg. You know what I mean? So,
and it's cool because like Paw Paw went to college there at Gettysburg College.
yeah, that's where he originally went to, right? So, Paw Paw, for everybody listening, he's our great grandfather that was in the army,
Yeah,
and they
he did
were
like
in.
his undergrad there.
Okay, he did his undergrad there. He went back to school though and got his like
Yeah, I don't know
doctorate to
where he
teach.
got that from though.
For some reason, I want to say it was like a smaller,
I mean,
a
dude,
smaller school.
Gettysburg College is like freaking smaller than a high school,
That's valid. That's valid.
and not a big high school. I mean, it's a tiny place.
Yeah,
But
that's
it was
cool
really
though.
cool. It's far away. It's out in the middle of nowhere. But good time. I recommend it to people, even if you're not interested in stuff like that. It's one of those things that you don't really understand the perspective and like the scale. Like it's the bloodiest 3 days in American history.
That's pretty wild.
50,000 people died in 3 days.
That's absurd. It's kind of hard to wrap your head around.
Yeah,
50,000 people.
yeah,
I mean, that's damn near half of Wilmington.
not anymore. When we were
Oh,
kids,
really?
sure. Yeah, the population used to be like 100,000 in New Hanover County when we were kids. Now it's like over 300. The
Really?
last 15 years, it's tripled. Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I believe it's over 300,000. Let
I
me
could
do
be
a
the great like the New Hanover
New Hanover
County. There's so
County.
it depends if you're counting just Wilmington, if you're counting the county, if you're counting the greater Wilmington area, like, but and those are estimates, but it can't, I'm not far off.
Yeah, so just Wilmington, not including all of New Hanover County. So everything in the city of Wilmington is
Okay.
125.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but that doesn't include a
I
lot
bet if
of
you
what.
the greater Wilmington area, right, it doesn't include where we lived because like we weren't technically like in city limits. Like it doesn't include any of the beach towns. It doesn't
I don't
include
even think
really
Ogden or
anything
anything like
outside of like
that.
the city of Wilmington. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's all different.
Yeah. Greater Wilmington
And
metropolitan area is
that's Brunswick
approximately,
County, Leland. Like, oh my God.
yeah, it says 467,000. So that makes
Yeah.
sense. Huh. Okay, I wonder what
Yeah, I mean,
Colorado
Leland
Springs
popped
has.
up, in the last, I mean, not that Leland wasn't always there, but you remember like in between like Winnebago and like the Leland exit, like all that stuff there used to just be woods when we were kids, and they put
Yeah.
in all those stoplights on 17 and then all those like developments like Brunswick Forest and stuff started they all kind of popped up.
Yeah, so Colorado Springs, the city proper is about 493,000, and the greater Colorado Springs area is 777,000. So we're pretty big
Yeah,
here.
like I know DC has like in the district itself where I live is like 750,000. But the population like triples on a work day because all the people commuting from like
That's
Maryland and
valid.
Northern Virginia. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. The amount of people
Mhm.
that live outside the city that just come there to work. I mean,
But
Northern
there's
Virginia,
there's three
Baltimore.
times as many people or Baltimore's totally different metropolitan area. It's people don't
True.
very few people commute from Baltimore here. I do know some, but very few.
Yeah. I mean,
It's,
that's valid. Mostly
yeah.
Northern Virginia.
Yeah, and like the two counties that border DC from Maryland.
Oh, okay, I see it. Not
Mhm.
Baltimore necessarily. That's what I was talking
Yeah,
about, kind
Prince
of like
George's
right
County
there.
and Montgomery County.
Okay. Okay. All right, anything else pressing about life of recent? Anything else going on coming up?
Um, Not really. I gotta figure out what the hell I'm gonna do for Christmas. I gotta figure out if you're coming home. Um,
Yeah. We'll talk Christmas here in a second because I got that kind of on my deal. But we'll talk those plans. But I'll just kind of go into my life of recent a little bit. Um, kind of talk
yeah, go
about
for it.
my new job, what my role is going to look like. I'm the training officer, so I'm kind of forecasting all the training, ammunition, and stuff like that. It's kind of for my entire unit. That's kind
Oh,
of
so
what
you're
I'm
still not
doing.
actually working, is what you're telling me.
No, I haven't actually started working yet. I don't even have a computer yet. I don't have my most
Sure, that makes sense.
casualty. I don't have my most casualty producing weapon, my computer. Um, so tomorrow I'll go in and I'll finish some last minute stuff in the morning, and by the afternoon I should pretty much have my feet wet a little bit. Kind of, I already got like my little area. It's not really an office, but it's kind of a cubicle in a sense.
Okay.
So I'll have that. I'll have my computer, and I'll start kind of getting my feet wet and what my actual job is going to be. My schedule is a little interesting um, coming up. So I obviously got Thanksgiving off. Christmas is going to be up in the air. Um, we'll dive into that a little bit in a second, but for my day-to-day schedule, like normally we do PT at 6:30. And what the plan was, me and Sam were going to go to the gym together before PT because that's when she can go because she's working East Coast time. So her work starts at 6:30 and she's done with work at 3:30 every day, which is pretty solid, honestly, like being done with work at 3:30.
There are worse
Um,
things. Yeah.
yes, it is early to start, but being done at 3:30 is nice. So we were going to go to the gym together. We go to this gym like 5 minutes from our house. We were going to try and
Is
get
it
there
like
around
a
5.
army related gym or just like a normal gym?
No, it's Vasa Fitness. It's just a normal gym. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice though. But so we're gonna do that. But then I found out that I don't have to do PT with my unit. Basically, because of the role that I'm in, I just kind of show up for accountability at 6:30 and we do the little thing. And then it's like, all right, go work out on your own and we'll see you at 9:30. So, do I continue working out before work with Sam
At what,
and then
5:30?
at 5 and then go to work at 6:30, be like, "Hey, what's up?" and then come home, eat breakfast and shower? Like I got to figure out what I'm going to do in that time, you know what I'm saying?
Sorry, Sammy.
Normally, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Normally easy decision. I'm just like, "Oh, I sleep in a little bit." But I feel like it's kind of nice for us to have that like hour together
Yeah.
because we go to the gym and we don't work out together. We're kind of just there and like we see each other when we're working out. But you think about it, if I come home from work, say I get done working at 6:30 and then I'm home by 7 and I'm trying to go to sleep by like, get in bed, kind of wind down, then I only by like 8:30, then I only see her for an hour and a half, 2 hours a day.
Yeah, that's tough. Yeah, thankfully I don't have that problem. Um, because I'm not getting up at 5 in the morning to go to the gym.
Well, I'm like completely used to getting up that early. Like I enjoy going to the gym before we do PT normally. Normally you have to do the dumb army PT, which is why I was completely cool with going to the gym first
Yeah,
because
that's
I want to
fair.
do what I want to do. You
You
know
got to
what I'm
run
saying?
at a super slow pace and yeah, do jumping jacks and shit.
Yeah, so what I'm thinking I might do is I'll go to the gym 5 to 6, then I'll drive to work 6:30, just be like, hey, people, I'm alive. And then I'll probably just do like cardio Monday, Wednesday, Friday after at that period. So I'll do like my lifts in the gym during the week, and then I'll do cardio Monday, Wednesday, Friday at work, if that makes any sense.
Hmm.
So that's what I'm thinking. Uh
Yeah, it's not bad. I gotta, not that I've like not been running, but I gotta get, back into a steady routine just with the holidays and stuff. It's been hard to keep it up. I ran once over Thanksgiving. I ran Friday morning and it was fucking cold. It was, feels like was 19 degrees. Um,
yeah.
that and it's yeah, you don't realize how many hills there are because it's like they're in like southern Pennsylvania. Um, like not they're like close to like the Delaware border. They're like probably like 45 minutes to an hour like southwest of Philadelphia, and it's fucking cold and it's there's a fuck ton of hills.
Yeah, I have not ran at all. And you couldn't catch
Really?
me dead running. No, I haven't even thought about running.
No, I
You ran
ran
that.
like 10 days after I was like I ran again after the marathon.
Yeah, my whole deal, like I've lifted and stuff like that. I've been back in the gym, but I was taking like in at least a month off. That was always in the cards. So I'll get back into it in a little bit, but I'm in no rush to start running anytime
Yeah.
soon.
No, I'm gonna try to do another probably a half marathon in the spring, and then I want to run another marathon like next fall. So I'm
Yeah,
trying to just kind of like maintain like running shape, so I don't have to like start all over and just repeat the couch to marathon process because that like it's doable, but it does suck.
it sucks big time. So like
Because running,
staying
yeah,
in that,
that stuff's fun once you're in good running shape. Getting in good running shape fucking sucks.
it does suck. Yeah, like once you're in the process and in the swing of things, like going for an 8 mile run is
Feels
not
great.
a hard thing. Like
Yeah.
it's honestly like a nice Saturday
You have a
morning. I'm gonna
great
get up and
place
go for eight
to
mile.
go run. Like I run through Rock Creek here. It's like a national park. Great time. I have a blast. I run like a half marathon for fun sometimes just on a Saturday morning. But like getting to the point where I was like, oh, this is easy. Like that was not not easy. Like that was hard. And I don't want to have to like fall out of shape and like have to repeat that process of like making that easy again.
100%. The way that the marathon progression goes for those people that will run one every fall is kind of like, throughout the winter, you just try and maintain your VO2 max and maintain where you're at. And then spring and summer hit, you start to just add on the miles, and that's when summer happens, and you go straight into that training progression again, and you just get better and better.
Yeah, I am looking for another race for us to do. So it really depends on like what your work schedule is going to look like. I'm trying to see if like Claire's sister works in New York City and like for like a nonprofit and they have like a sponsorship for the New York Marathon and the Chicago Marathon, trying to see if we can get like on their team and run because that would just be like pretty much like a they have like 20 spaces or whatever that are already paid for and we probably just have to wear like a shirt with like their company on it or whatever. Easy. Oh, you told them that you would paint your body orange, so they're gonna hold you to that.
I don't even care. I'll do that.
Yeah, I didn't commit to that, but you did. Um, but I mean that would be really cool if we get in New York or Chicago. If can't make that happen, I think I'm gonna do Philly. Um, the interesting thing about that is it is over Thanksgiving. So it might be tough, but that's the one I would like to do.
Yeah,
Because
Philly
it's like
seems like a good one.
you run like the route that he takes in like the Rocky movie. It's like
Uh,
that's like the route of the marathon. You run past the steps and all that stuff, and like the medal has the Liberty Bell on it. It's pretty cool. It's supposed to be like one of the more fun like races, big with like big crowds like DC and New York, Chicago, and at the end of the day, like I would do DC again and do the Marine Corps marathon again, but would prefer to do something else.
yeah, I think the sun has set on my Marine Corps marathon days. Um, it was a cool experience, but I think I have no interest in just going and doing that one again. It was a great run. I thought the course was awesome. I had an overall good experience, but if I'm gonna do another marathon, it's gonna be
Right. You want to switch it up.
something else.
Yeah, that's totally fair. That's that I'm kind of in the same boat. Like I'm not gonna sit here and do 10 of these, you know.
Exactly.
I got a couple in me, maybe. I got at least one more.
Yeah, if I'm not gonna do one unless you do one. Like that's the only reason I'll do another
Okay.
one. So like
Okay.
keep that in mind.
Well, you were happy with your time. Like I wasn't really, so I want to get a better time. I'm not leaving mine as my only time clocked.
100%. And I think that's awesome. It just honestly for what happened in like the circumstances, your time was awesome. Just being able to finish.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm like very happy that I was able to, the doctor was like, yeah, I mean, you're a lunatic if you go and do this, but you won't die. And I was like, sick.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
Yeah.
But I want to actually, know what I could have done. So that's, I'm gonna go find out.
Yeah. I think go through the winter and then start thinking about goal time.
Hmm.
You don't even necessarily have to share it. Just look up some stuff and like how many miles a week should I be running if I have this goal in mind,
Yeah, well, I mean,
etc.
I got below 2 hours on a half marathon, before I got
Yeah.
hurt. So I knew I would have done better, but I still probably I was probably on pace for like right around 4, maybe like just over.
Yeah. Which is
Probably like
respectable.
in between 4 and 4:15 is probably where I would have ended up. So I still wouldn't have probably been happy, but I would have done better.
Yeah, no, no doubt, no doubt. I figured you would have uh, been around the 4 hour mark. That's where I was kind of assuming you were going to be. But let's
Yeah,
change the topic for a second.
yeah.
I want to tell you about this crazy scenario. So freaking, I got my truck right, and it's come to that time where I got to do some maintenance, and I need new
Don't tell
brakes.
me you got a fucking Sprinter van.
No, no, no. I wish I got a Sprinter van. God, I wish I got a Sprinter van. Those things are so sick. I will say, like, imagine having just like this, like matte black wheels Sprinter van. You take all the seats out. It's the same thing as a truck.
Yeah, except
It's
you
just,
look like a fucking pedophile.
no, you look fucking cool.
We have vastly different measures of what cool is.
All right, so freaking, come time to do some maintenance, and I need some new brakes. You can tell it's like starting to squeak a little bit when it's really like cold outside. So brake pads are wearing. Um, I hit up a couple places about what like a quote for how much it would be to change the brake pads and change the rotors. I might not need new rotors, but I figured I would just ask for the hell of it just to see.
Mhm.
Um, I can't even fucking fathom how much this shit costs. I was thinking 500 bucks, 600 bucks, $1,300 to get my
Rotors
brakes
too.
replaced for rotors too.
Yeah,
So I've decided I'm going to change my own brakes.
cost you about half as much.
It's going to cost me $220 to order the parts. And then
Yeah,
there's a thing on Fort Carson that like is the auto skills center, and you go there and I can rent a bay with a lift to lift the truck up on for $10 an hour.
that's not bad.
Not bad at all. And they
Yeah.
have all the tools that I can use for free. Basically anything a
Oh,
mechanic
shit.
shop is going to have. So I'm going to go in there Saturday if the parts come in time. And
You gonna have your computer propped up, fucking YouTube on the side?
I'm going to be fucking YouTube, Chat GPT, and the whole thing.
Don't
How to
chat GPT. There's someone has made a detailed video on YouTube. Don't use AI to describe auto maintenance to you. Like
listen. You
it's
are
not as
vastly
accurate as you think it is.
no. There are ways to use AI completely accurately. I use this language model called Notebook LM, and you input PDFs, you input videos into it. It doesn't use outside resources. So it pulls from manuals. So like the owner's manual of my truck, any kind of manual that's like how to change brakes. That's the only information it pulls from. And it basically just tells you like, so listen, I know what the fuck I'm doing. All right. I'm gonna watch a YouTube video.
Clearly, you don't.
You're finna piss me off. I think we need to end this episode. But yeah, so that is going to be my next adventure. I'm gonna spend about $215 on parts.
No, it's a
Uh,
good deal though.
yeah, $10 an hour for a lift bay. I'm probably gonna do one day just changing the front, and then I'll come back the next weekend and change it back. Um, Also, I applied for my concealed carry license, and it takes 3 months for it to come in. Is that not crazy?
For Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't shock me.
Yeah, like I went to now the given, I understand Alabama, Colorado. Alabama, they said, "Do you have a driver's license?" I said, "Yep." Handed it to them, and they gave me a fucking concealed carry permit. Like they swapped me.
Yeah.
So much easier. I don't even think they did a background check in Alabama.
Yeah, they're gonna look up everything about you in Colorado. Um, It'll probably be, you know, relatively reasonable, but then they'll probably like their actual process will probably take an hour, but then they're gonna let it sit in a drawer for 2 months, because there's some bureaucrat who's, just doesn't care.
Yeah, it was like $150 too.
Surprised that was all it cost. Um, yeah, no, that there's places like that, they make you jump through all the hoops so you just won't get one.
So you just don't get one. Yeah.
Yeah,
No, that makes sense. I mean, I still got it in my house. It's still registered to me and all that stuff. I just can't conceal carry it right now.
yeah.
Um,
Is Colorado an open carry state or no?
It is
I doubt
not
it.
an open
Yeah.
carry state, no. They're super
Yeah,
three
that
letter word that starts with a G and ends with a Y.
that adds up.
All right, let's talk about Christmas before this segment ends.
Okay.
Um, so I know we're both trying to figure out Christmas plans. I may not be able to come home for sure. I'm on
All
what's
right, well, I need
called
you to figure that out and figure out if it's plausible for us to come to Colorado or not. Because like Claire and I will do it. Um, and I want my damn watch back regardless. So you better figure that
yeah.
out.
No, I know
Uh,
that. I know that. We're gonna have to figure. I can't obviously mail that thing. Um, I mean, I could. It
no,
would
but
just
like
be
worst comes to worst, maybe I fly out for a weekend in January or something, play some
yeah.
golf or it's gonna be
Yeah, I'll
cold as
split
fuck,
your
but
plane ticket with you or something like that. Go snowboarding or something. We'll
yeah,
see.
we do something. But
But so right now I have plane tickets to come home already.
so you haven't
So
been told that you can't go yet, is what you're saying.
I keep getting the runaround. Oh, maybe, I don't know yet, blah, blah, blah. So I'm trying to get that confirmed whether I can or I can't this coming up week. So hopefully I have a little bit of an answer.
Okay.
But Yeah, we're on what's called like op uh PDTY or whatever. It's prepared to deploy orders.
Are you currently, or are you going to be, or you think you're going to be?
The unit the unit is on those orders
Is today
through
right now?
today right now through
Okay.
Christmas. However, it's not everyone. So I just
I
need to
see.
figure out if I'm part of the people that are on it or if I will be throughout Christmas.
Okay.
So kind of more to follow on that. But right now I do have plane tickets and I'm hoping that everything works out so that I can come
What dates are your tickets like for?
the 22nd through the 26th. So I'll fly into Raleigh on the 22nd and then I'll fly Ra- out of Raleigh on the 26th. So everything is Colorado Springs to Raleigh.
Oh, that's nice.
Um,
You got direct. Okay.
yeah,
Um, Dog's staying home, I imagine.
we're gonna board the dogs. It's just too much. I thought about driving,
Yeah,
but
fuck
like,
that.
dude, it's that's over 48 hours in the car.
Yeah. Why would you do that?
Well, because so we could bring the dogs.
Yeah, could
Dude,
not happen.
boarding the dogs is gonna cost me like $600.
Okay. That's, but I mean, it's cheaper than driving. You'd spend 600 bucks on gas.
No, 100%. And I'm not, or that's why
Probably
we're
spend
doing
more
it.
than that. That's 2,000. That's more than 2,000 miles.
We'd have to rent something too, because I'm not trying to put all those miles on the truck and like it's just not worth it. So we're gonna board them, we're gonna fly, we're gonna bite the bullet. Um, if we can come home. So that's the plan. But like it's not gonna be a lot of time at home. You know, we got like mom's thing, Christmas Eve, and then New Year's Eve, driving to Raleigh to stay with Sammy's family, driving back to Wilmington to do dad's, and then probably staying the night at dad's and leaving on the 26th. Like it's not a lot of time.
Yeah. I was trying to figure out. We'll probably stay at mom's. We're trying to decide if we're gonna bring the cat or see if we can find like a rover or something. But there's no dogs
Yeah,
anymore, so we could,
that's true.
no issue with us bringing them. We'll probably rent a car and drive down is our current plan. It's hard to fly with Christmas stuff because you got to bring presents down and then you're gonna come back with stuff, and so it's kind of hard to have space for all that um, without like checking bags and everything.
Yeah, 100%. For the listener, on December 23rd, Christmas Eve, if people are off, we could do a CB night.
Yeah, but
Burns,
realistically, how the fuck are we gonna do
Burns.
that? Like, we're gonna drive back to fucking Boiling Springs after?
I don't know. That's the logistics are another a problem for another
Like,
time.
like none of our family even lives in New Hanover County anymore.
Like I said, logistics problem for another time.
Honestly, we
Burning
should
CB
stay
to
at
the ground.
we should probably stay at like the river in Pender County, and like we could we could fuck up Uncle Louis.
That'd be wild. No, I mean like I'd get an Airbnb for a night.
That could work.
We could split one.
Yeah, that could work.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Like I said,
Yeah.
logistics are another problem for a different day. Right now, plan for burning Carolina Beach to the absolute ground on Christmas Eve. That's the plan.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, let's hop out of this and jump into part two.
Okay.
Welcome back to Sammy and Claire's husbands. Back to part two. I think we're gonna officially have to change the name because I don't know if Tyler will ever do the podcast again.
He just texted me and asked for my address so he could send me a Christmas card.
He didn't ask for my address.
Well, clearly he's breaking up with you.
Yeah, what the hell? He can't do the podcast. He's sending my brother fucking Christmas cards. Oh man.
Uh, it's like I know what your family looks like. I've seen your kid.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to waste money on a stamp and a Christmas card, then send it
They
to me.
want to send me a hard copy Instagram post.
I'll throw it on the fridge. Um, all right, but let's talk a little bit about Thanksgiving now that it's passed. Um, what am I talking about? Yeah. All right. Thanksgiving's now that's passed. So you did Thanksgiving with Claire's family, right?
Yep.
Is it a pretty standard Thanksgiving, or were there some things that you like that they do, or some things that you like aren't used
It's
to?
it's honestly really similar to like food style to mom's family.
Okay.
It's pretty much the same. Food was good. Food was good. Their stuffing was good because I feel like anytime like mom's family makes stuffing, it's just like way too much onions or celery. Um, and theirs was just like more of the unhealthy stuff, and it's way better. Um, Nothing beats a deep fried turkey though. You're not gonna, and you're
That's
just not gonna
valid.
find that up there.
Did you guys, oh, they didn't do a deep fried turkey?
No, no. And turkey was good, but pretty run of the mill oven turkey.
Yeah. I saw this funny thing, and it was JD Vance talking on Thanksgiving. And like, say what you want about JD Vance, whatever, I don't care. But the thing he said was hilarious. And he was like, nobody really likes turkey. Am I right? Blah blah blah. It was funny.
Turkey's fucking delicious if you cook it
Uh,
right.
yeah, but like there's a reason I feel like you only have turkey one time a year.
Well, because it's a pain in the ass to fucking cook,
Yeah, valid. I mean,
and
like
they're
turkey's good on
huge.
Thanksgiving. Turkey's good on Thanksgiving, but like I'm not like, oh hell yeah, like let's have turkey tonight.
Turkey's good. All right.
I mean, maybe that's a bad take. If that's a bad take, let me know in the comments. I'm just not a I'm not a huge turkey advocate. It's not something that I really
I'm not
look
gonna lie,
forward
that's
to.
pretty un-American of you.
I enjoy the turkey on Thanksgiving. I eat it and I eat it with a smile on my face. But
No, I'm happy with turkey.
I'm
I
not
think it's
like,
good.
oh yeah, like let's
No,
go.
even
Or
even the baked turkey, like I had, like it was great. Great turkey. It's,
all right.
it's no deep fried turkey because that's you deep fry a turkey in peanut oil. Oh, or you smoke a turkey. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, and I think that is much better than just an oven roasted turkey. But like, I mean, truthfully, anything that you have to deep fry for it to be like really good, it's probably not normally that good.
No, it's just anything is better deep fried. It's not you have to.
That is valid. Anything is
Chicken's
better.
still good if you cook it in the pan, but if I deep fry it in peanut oil like Chick-fil-A, it's gonna be delicious. Like it doesn't make it not good. It's a bad take.
I don't know, whatever. You can have your opinion. That's just how I feel about turkey.
Make that the poll or something because that's a bad take.
All right, do you like turkey or like what's the poll need to be? What's the wording?
Is turkey um is turkey even good or is it just there for tradition or something along those lines?
Okay, well, I'll work it out. Um, all right, so no deep fried turkey. We didn't do a deep fried turkey
Yeah,
either.
I do wish there was mac and cheese like we typically have.
Ooh, gotta have
Um,
mac and cheese.
and that's just not the thing. I told them I was going to bring it, but we didn't have time because we ended up doing the parade.
Oh,
So
you're the
like we
you're
weren't
the
able to cook.
worst. You're the worst kind of people.
But I didn't. It wasn't a surprise that I didn't bring it.
No, you're a piece of shit.
Like they knew, a month in advance that we were doing the parade instead of doing that. But like
Nah, man.
6 months ago, I was like, oh, I'll bring mac and cheese.
Promising to bring mac and cheese and then not showing up with mac and cheese. Now that's un-American.
I brought a bottle of whiskey. I do feel bad about it, but I still brought something.
That's valid.
Yeah, no, it was a little sacrilegious to not have mac and cheese, but everything else was good. The turkey
All
was
right.
good.
Are they like lunch Thanksgiving people or dinner Thanksgiving people?
I don't think anyone's truly one or the other. We ate at like 6 o'clock simply out of because of convenience, because that's like the time that we were able to get out there and we got out there at like 4,
Yeah.
so it's just like the way things worked out. Had we been out there in the morning, we probably would have done like a late lunch type thing.
Yeah, I think late lunch is typically where people try and eat it at. For me, I feel like everybody already says, "Oh, like we were planning on eating at like 2:30." That was the plan.
You see, I'm fine with it being lunch or dinner, but pick one. Ours was at 6. It's great. Dad waits like we do breakfast at 11:30 because he doesn't wake up in time, and
Yeah.
then we he like starts cooking dinner, and it's like done at 3:15, and he's like, "Why is nobody hungry?" It's like, "What do you mean?" Like You got to pick one. I don't care what it if it's lunch or dinner. Just pick one. Don't like do it right in the middle.
I feel you, I do. However, the way that I kind of see it is you eat a big breakfast on Thanksgiving morning, and then you
Yeah.
don't have anything until like mid-afternoon.
You could do like four if you do like a 11 o'clock breakfast. Do like 4 o'clock,
We
four
ended up
fifteen
eat,
dinner. You
yeah,
could swing that.
we ended up doing 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Like that's when we ate because things took long and we only had our oven and we had never used our oven before, so the turkey got took a little bit longer to get
Yeah.
done. So we didn't really know like how long things were going to take. So it ended up being like four, and we ate like a big breakfast of breakfast casserole first. So I
Yeah.
think it was good because I was starving by the time dinner, and it was really going to be like a late lunch, but ended up being dinner. I like doing lunch though because then you can get super full, take a nap while
And
you're
then eat
watching football,
leftovers. Yeah.
and then have leftovers for the
No, like
for
I'm not
dinner.
hating on it being lunch. I'm just saying don't like call it lunch and then do it at 3:15.
I mean, what do you call that?
That's just not a time you should be shooting to eat.
I feel like a lot of people eat
I don't
at
give.
3:15.
That's fucking stupid.
I'm just saying, I think I'm the voice of the people here right
I
now.
look, I think I've made my opinion clear on it.
Obviously, you gotta love you better love turkey.
I do.
And from the guy that doesn't bring mac and cheese after he said he was going to bring mac and cheese.
Look, I'm getting tired of your shit. You know that?
All right, so what is your favorite Thanksgiving side?
I mean, it is mac and cheese.
Really?
Yeah.
So me and Tyler were talking about this, and I feel like obviously mac and cheese is delicious, and like it's probably the thing that tastes the best on the Thanksgiving plate. However, it's not something that you only have once a year.
That's
So I
fair.
feel like we couldn't classify it as our favorite Thanksgiving side. Like
And so that's
Thanksgiving
hard to do
side,
like mashed potatoes and gravy then too, because like you have that tons of other times. I mean, stuffing would be the next thing I would have to go to. If it's like things you only eat on Thanksgiving, I mean, then it's got to be stuffing. It's like I
I
don't
think
really like
stuffing
green
is
bean casserole and stuff like that.
I don't love green bean casserole either. I do like sweet potato casserole. And I think like
Yeah,
do you
it's
like
okay. We they had cornbread casserole, which was good. Not cornbread, but like cornbread
I can see how
casserole.
I don't know if I've ever had
That was
cornbread casserole, but that's probably
that was
pretty
pretty
good.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think mine is probably a toss up between stuffing and sweet potato casserole.
Stuffing, I think, is situational. Like I really liked the one that we had.
It's
But they've
yeah, I
had tons
agree.
of stuffings that honestly just suck.
I agree with that. I like when onions are in the stuffing. I don't like when celery's in the stuffing.
Yeah, same, honestly.
I don't like when
Too much
celery's
of
in the
either
stuffing.
is a problem.
Yeah, for sure. Too much of anything can be a problem. But um all right. All right. So get in the comments. Tell me your favorite Thanksgiving side. Tell me, are you a lunch or a dinner Thanksgiving person? Um, all right. So let's move on to some other happenings in the world. I want to talk a little bit about the Panthers. So the Panthers pulled out a nail biter today at home against the
Yeah,
Rams.
what the hell?
I know, man. Rams are
Why are they
9-2.
deciding to be good all of a sudden?
Right. I don't know. Rams are 9-2 or were 9-2. Panthers were 6-6, and we ended up winning 31-28. We had two interceptions and a fumble recovery that basically won us the game. We might make the playoffs.
I know that's insane. Because the Bucks are a vastly better team, but like like Washington, like everyone's injured.
Yeah, the Bucks won today against the Cardinals. They are 7-5.
Yeah, the Falcons suck, and are gonna suck for a while. And the Saints are still paying people from like how many years ago?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
they have
yeah,
no money. So they're irrelevant. So I mean, it's really
yeah.
just it's gonna come down to you or the Bucks.
I know. I mean, the Falcons are 4-8. Where's the Saints? I
I
don't
think the
feel like
Saints are
looking.
like two or three, have only won 2 or 3 games,
Yeah, that
maybe.
checks out. And I'm pretty sure one of those games was the Panthers. So like, I don't know what's going on. But I
Pretty
mean,
funny.
truthfully, NFC South is the worst division and the best division in the NFL at the same time. I don't know how that's possible, but like we're so competitive, which makes it, I think, the best division, even though all the teams suck. I thought the Buccaneers were going to run away with it, but They didn't. How about those Redskins? How the oh my bad, Commanders. Don't want to sound
I
like a
mean, they're
racist on here.
they're fucked. They're just they're a great team on paper. Everyone's hurt.
You've had so many
Um,
injuries.
JD5 is supposed to be back tonight. Um, but honestly, we paid Terry McLaurin like what, $40 million, and him and Jameis Winston have the same amount of touchdown receptions this year. Like that is unacceptable. That's robbery. Like I was a McLaurin loyalist, and I feel like there's been some treason committed. I feel
Yeah,
like
that's
I
rough.
feel like he literally robbed us, you know?
Yeah. Oh, that's funny, man. But fantasy football, so I'm projected to win in both leagues right now. We're about, you know, just a second quarter through the second round of games on Sunday. So I'm projected to win. I got an 84% chance in one and like a 99% chance in the other. In the league I'm in with Mike. He has this guy in the league that is the worst person about sending trades that I've honestly ever. Everybody listening knows that Tingo is bad about sending trades in fantasy basketball. This guy would send me like three trades a day, and they're
Oh,
all terrible trades.
yeah, I get
Like,
some shitty ones too in my dynasty league. Nobody really trades in my work league, but I'm 11-1 in my work league, and I'm just absolutely fucking cooking. My dynasty league's a different story. I'm like middle of the pack, and it's not looking as good. Like I'm not probably I may make the playoffs. It's going to be close, but I likely won't come in last because I really don't want to spend 24 hours in a Waffle House. But
okay, so you
I'm
guys
playing Austin.
you
Yeah.
do have the punishment.
Uh-huh. I am playing Austin this week, and it was like a 60-40, and then it went up to a 50-50, and then now it's down to 32% chance I
Dang.
win. But he just honestly, there's a lot of things that could happen. He had Jacoby Brissett kind of get a little active with 300 yards, and that did hurt
Yeah.
me this afternoon. But there's still tons of possibility. Like it's a lot of things could happen. I've got a pretty good team, but so does he. Um, and I just, dude, my team was, if no one on my dynasty team got hurt, I'd probably be in first or maybe not first, but like second or third place.
Yeah.
But I had Scadaboo, putting up like 30 points every game, and just something was bound to happen, you know?
Yeah, the fantasy football gods didn't want Scatterboo to continue playing.
Yeah, I had Najee Harris, at Sam Laporta, like so many injured players.
Yeah, I hear that. Well, this guy
Um,
that I play with in Mike's league, I literally had to text him and say, "Stop sending me trades,"
yeah,
which was absolute insanity. Like I shouldn't have to do that. If I deny all the trades like over and over and over again, like stop
you know what you should
sending
do?
trades.
You should, for like your worst draft pick, ask for his entire roster and send it to him. If that's
Yeah,
not a statement enough, like
that's valid. I should have just
that's
made
what
some like
I did that
terrible
to
stuff.
Lucas. Yeah, I did that to Lucas.
That's
I gave him
funny.
like my fourth round, like 2027 draft pick for, for like his entire starting roster.
Oh, that's funny. Um, Tar Heels, Tar Heels basketball, they played on Thanksgiving and they lost to Michigan State. So this is our first loss of the season. Not going to harp on that too much, but we threw it away at the end. We play a big game Tuesday against Kentucky that should give us a good idea of how we're going to be without Seth Trimble because he's hurt. We took a dog shit last night against NC State,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, he did.
the football team.
Yeah, and they're not really great either. So that's and they won by like 21, 22, something like that.
Yeah, it was like 42-19, I think.
Mhm. But I mean, Bill's out watching cheer practice, so
I know. I can't do it. Another thing college football I wanted to talk about is Lane Kiffin. You know Lane Kiffin, he's the coach for Ole
yeah. Do you
Miss.
think they haven't officially announced that he's going to LSU, right? But it's expected to be announced tomorrow or something.
Yeah, so they announced, and he is
Oh, they
going
did.
to
Okay.
LSU. and he's leaving the team right now.
Oh, so he's not going to stick with the playoffs or nothing?
Basically, Ole Miss was like, "Yeah, no, if you're taking the job publicly, like you're out of here." I'm pretty sure. I'd have
Okay.
to confirm that that's the situation, but yeah, so he's stepping away and taking the job at LSU. So he's not going to coach the rest of the season with Ole Miss. Ole Miss is a contender because they're about to play in like the SEC championship against freaking is it Georgia, Texas, whoever, it doesn't matter.
I think
But they're
it's
like a
probably Texas. I don't think Georgia. And Texas just beat Texas A&M
I can't
the other
remember
night.
who they're supposed to play. But that's kind of irrelevant to be honest.
Mhm.
So now this is the problem and this is the world of NIL sports and the transfer portal and stuff.
Yeah,
Well, the
can't all
transfer,
those players just like up and leave before the playoffs and skip?
yeah, because the portal opens like soon. So if the portal opens, do all these players in Old Miss, right? So they're going to play in the college football playoff. They're like, even if they lose in the SEC championship, they're going to play in the college football playoff. Um, Now, do those players, because there's going to be some players that opt to go with him to LSU because,
Yeah.
frankly, you want to continue playing with your coach, especially if, you've had some success with him or whatever. Do they decide to not play in the college football playoff and potentially miss the opportunity of a lifetime in competing for a national championship
Yeah, that's
and go to
crazy. And
LSU?
I do need to fact check myself. They're probably, I'm sure they're definitely playing Georgia. Texas somehow after beating A&M, who's ranked seventh, they fell out of the top 25. So I don't think that makes any sense, but they're definitely not playing Texas for the SEC championship. That was fake news.
Yeah,
Um,
Texas had a rocky start to the season.
they did, but I don't think beating a team substantially better than them should take them out of the rankings. And yeah, it's a fucked up system. It's based off
It's
of a
it's
bunch of
definitely
people's
Georgia,
opinions and voting, and some of those people are fucking stupid. Um,
100%.
but yeah, I
Yeah.
honestly the NIL stuff. I think makes total sense for players to be able to like if a school's selling a jersey with your name and number on it, you should be able to receive something for that. I think it's absurd the current system in place that just allows you to write blank checks to football players
Yeah,
in college. Like an 18-year-old who does his one and done is taking a pay cut to go to the NFL.
100%.
Like what the
Um,
fuck are we doing?
100%. I think they should have to be treated like employees and paid by the university
No, see,
because
I don't think that's the answer
well,
either
the
because I'd be
university is the one that's making all the money.
yeah, it's just I don't think they should be making. I think they should be able to benefit from like jersey sales, but I don't think that's. I think that's it. I think they
See,
should be amateur athletes, because then like think of it, you're like a student at the University of Texas. If University of Texas just ha has all those Lamborghinis out front, and it's your tuition that's funding that, I'm sorry, what? Like
that's
I'm
what I'm
paying how
saying.
much money to go to school here to get an
No,
education, and you've just got some guys out back just playing, just rolling up in their school issued Lamborghini that's burnt orange, and my tuition paid for that, and I'm having to go into debt to go get an education. Like that's it's wrong. Um,
no,
and
I feel you.
it's simply all about money, and it's just bullshit. It's
No,
completely gotten away from being college sports.
100%. So that's what I'm saying. I think the universities should be the only source of income that the athletes have. I don't think they should go be able to get a sponsorship from State Farm or Nike or whatever it is that can
Right,
pay
that
these.
too, but I'm saying I don't think you should be able to just pay them a salary. I think maybe give them X percentage of jersey sales or anything sold with their name, image, and likeness. But I don't think they should just be on salaried employees. Like I don't think that's right.
I think that they should be given a stipend because you
Like
think
I don't think
about
you
how
should become a
much
millionaire
money.
playing college sports. I don't. I think
I
that's
agree
what
with that.
professional sport it is. You're an amateur, you're not. Do you think any of these kids at on Alabama football fucking go to class? Do you think any of them have a schedule?
No, 100%. They
Like,
have a schedule, but they don't
well,
go.
right. It's ridiculous. It's just NFL. It's a different professional football league, is all it is.
Right. Which is why I think the universities would be able to mandate the things a little bit versus getting, you know, Burt's Bees chapstick plays blah 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 four hundred thousand
Right. They shouldn't
dollars a
be doing that
year.
either. You
No,
shouldn't be able to get rich from amateur sports. That's the point of being amateurs. And also, you should be able to go play junior college for however many years and then still have 4 years eligibility plus a redshirt year. I'm 27 years old. There are college football players in the SEC that are older than I am. COVID years are
100%.
past. Like no COVID years involved whatsoever. It's weird. Like Diego, whatever, what's his face from Vanderbilt is
Yeah.
my age.
Yeah, and no, that dude keeps suing basically for for extra years of eligibility. Um, yeah, I think schools should have a salary cap and they should be able to
Yeah, I think it should be like, I mean, maybe more than minimum wage or whatever, but like it shouldn't you shouldn't be getting rich off college football, off publicly funded institutions too. Like let's not
100%.
forget that a lot of these schools are, especially big state schools in the SEC and ACC, are publicly funded universities. It doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah, I think boosters and blah 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 should be able to pay the students from the university, but it should be like the same. There should be a salary cap for the each university. Everybody should have
I think if
this
something is
amount of
sold with
money.
your name on it, no problem. You get a percentage. That's it.
Yeah,
Like
it won't work like that though.
I don't think they should be able to just write blank checks to students to come play football there because you got to think about like small schools in a market like that's not in the Big Ten, the ACC, the SEC. Those schools never have a chance to be dominant football programs because every time a school like East Carolina like develops a player like Hauser, our quarterback, someone's going to write him a check to go somewhere. He's going to
They're right.
leave.
They're a stepping stone for sure.
Right. And but that'll never change. The big school, it's like college football if you had 25 Los Angeles Dodgers just writing checks to everybody. It takes the fun out. It defeats the purpose a lot of the time.
Yeah. No, I feel you. I do.
Yeah.
Um, I feel like we generally agree on this topic, but we just keep saying the same things over and over again. So let's move on to random questions. My first random question is a little bit work related, and it's, when I become a commander and, they put like, there's a sign for the unit outside, and it'll say like, blah, 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 engineer company, commander, first sergeant, and then it'll have our names.
Uh-huh.
Now, do I just go with Randy, or do I like legally change my name so I can go by Trey? And then like all my signatures, my signature block, do I keep it with
You're
the
really
with
gonna
the
legal you're gonna legally change your name.
I don't know, that's what I'm asking. Like,
Dude, it's a bitch and a half to legally change your name.
not really. Sammy legally changed her name when she got married, and then you
Yeah.
send in the marriage certificate and
Yeah,
it's
you got to go to
easy.
Social Security. You got to go to the DMV. You got to do everything with the Army. You got to do
The Army's the easiest part.
passport. You got to do like there's a lot of things.
I don't know. I'm just trying to spitball that. Like,
And
obviously I
honestly,
don't honestly what.
the hardest fucking part of that is going to be telling dad.
I don't have to tell him. He'll never know.
I mean, that's fair. You do whatever the hell you want.
I just
I
I,
don't
I
think it's
just
worth
don't
the
know
trouble,
because like
personally.
it would be a lot of trouble.
People
But
call you by
like,
your last name at work anyway. Who fucking cares?
yeah,
Like,
but
how many
not
people there
everybody.
know you as Trey?
The people that I communicate with and like almost call like friends,
Okay.
everybody.
Okay.
So like anybody that is my rank or higher generally will call me Trey. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I wouldn't go through trouble personally, but
Yeah, it was just a thought. I was just gauging your interest on it. Um, I'm a little lazy, so I probably wouldn't do that anyway. But it's just weird because, from my whole life up until this point, it's always been like, oh, I go by Trey. Like
yeah.
somebody calls my name once and it's, oh, I go by Trey. And that's the end of it. And it's never really been like,
on a sign outside of a
on a
building.
sign outside of a building, so I've never really had to think of it like that. It's in my email, but it says in parentheses tray.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I don't know. Food for thought, I guess.
Yeah, I personally wouldn't go through the trouble, but you do what you want.
Okay. And then next question.
Hmm.
So this is kind of a hard question to word, but I'll give you a little background first. So I go and meet my boss for the first time,
Okay,
and he outranks me. He's like two ranks higher than me, but like
sure.
over 10 years outranks me in the army. He's a like pretty big, strong looking guy, probably like 6'1", 185. Like he's like a bigger guy. And then like he shakes my hand or whatever, and he's got a tremendously hard handshake. And I don't think it was like an intimidation type thing. Maybe it was. Maybe he was trying to assert some type of dominance. But I was thinking about it after that, and it's like it's hard to kind of judge how hard you squeeze someone's hand. Like, do you think that you have a hard handshake, or do you think you have an average handshake?
I think it's like average. I don't think it's weak. Um,
Well, I
it
would
is
hope, yeah.
really awkward when like I feel like it's not even a problem unless someone just has a noticeably weak one, and then it's just like, oh, I just squeeze your hand really weird, you know? If
Yes,
someone else
for
is
sure.
also firm, then it's like it's not even like a concept, you know? But it's just if someone's just like limp, and it's just like, oh, dude, what the hell are you doing? You know? Like,
Yeah, 100%. That is super awkward. But I've after this situation that happened, and like I was like, damn, that dude has a really firm handshake. I was wondering, I was like, I wonder if
he's
people are
probably trying
ever
to punk
like,
you.
and he probably was. I mean, I'd
Yeah.
probably do the same thing. Um, but I wonder if people are ever like, I shake someone's hand for the first time, and they're like, wow, that dude has a bitch handshake, or damn, that's a really firm handshake. You know what I mean? Like you can't, there's no way to judge how you're squeezing someone's hand, I feel like.
Yeah, it's a thing in like I guess the corporate world as well. I feel like I don't have people like trying to power struggle. And also, you're probably dealing with a lot more like bigger, more physically fit people. Like the people I'm more interacting with, like I'm the biggest one, you know.
Valid, yeah.
I'm the tallest, or I'm the
Yeah.
largest, or or if someone's bigger than me, they're just fat, you know.
What's the big what's the Big X the plug song? He's like, safe to say I'm the biggest, the largest.
So it's kind of hard for, some,
Yeah.
5'8", 60-year-old guy to, you know,
Yeah.
outdo that, Not that like mine's anything crazy, but it's different circumstances where you're just, around like more bigger physically fit people all day than
Yeah.
I am.
He definitely was trying to like punk me a little bit,
Mhm.
which, I gave it back to him, or what I felt like I gave it back to him as hard as he was giving it to me, which Paul's no diddy. No diddy right there. Uh but yeah, so I don't know. Maybe he was like that fucking asshole squeezed the hell out of my hand. I'm not sure. Um, our next random question. Where did the term Charlie horse come from?
That
Where
is
do
a
you
good
think that?
question.
Somebody said like, oh, I had a Charlie horse, and I was like, what does that even mean?
Uh, um, that's not a great question. I don't know.
I mean, because Charlie
Probably,
horse, like it's a cramp in like your calf. That's
yeah,
what, yeah. So what I'm getting off of
uncertain. Yeah, I just
w-
looked it up. Could be baseball slang is what I'm getting.
that's what I got. 1880s originally as baseball slang. Um,
They used to say all kinds of shit back
what's the Shane Gillis skit where he talks like a baseball announcer?
then. And he's like, "Here comes old Curly. Some
Yeah.
say he's the greatest athlete alive." He's out there smoking a cigarette, and he's like, 50 pounds overweight. Runs a 7-second 40-yard dash. Some say he's the fastest man alive.
Some say he's the fastest man alive. Yeah, that's hilarious. That skit is hilarious. All right, so I got leading theories is a old workhorse analogy. Described a crippled or overworked draft horse named Charlie, used to tow a roller or drag the infield at baseball parks.
Okay.
And basically, a player limping from a cramp resembled that old Charlie horse.
That's so oddly specific, but I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. Hey, I don't know. I guess they call like a Charlie horse and like an old overworked horse that now I don't know. That's what I
Yeah,
got. I was
whatever.
thinking about
That's
that
dumb
the
as
other
fuck.
day.
Um, any got another random question because I haven't thought of any.
Yeah.
Kind of came
So
into this last minute. So
right. Yeah, man, it was absolutely a last minute invite because fucking Tyler, fucking
you know what? He
Tyler.
wouldn't have any questions either.
He probably wouldn't. What Tyler does when it's time for random questions, I see him
He
doing
looks
it. Like
around
I'm
the
doing,
room. Yeah.
he does. He'll like sit at the I'll start asking a question. You can see him going, oh fuck. And he like looks around for something that will give him a little question. Like for a
Yeah.
while, it was all like lizard related because that's the first thing he sees in his room is he looks at his lizard and he's like, oh, how many worms do you think Rick had today?
They're
Uh,
pretty funny.
all right. So
Um,
why is it that I would never have been caught dead in ankle socks when we were in high school. But now, if
this
I
is a
wear
great question.
anything beside ankle socks, I'm like, I look like a freaking loser.
Yeah, because I know the exact moment in time when I was like probably 18, probably 19, when I was like, oh, I don't want to be that guy.
Yeah.
And it was definitely like coming home from college and like seeing that like 35-year-old man with his like skate shoes and his tall Nike socks and he's like still like he's got like gray in his hair at this point, but he's still got like a young guy haircut and he's like still like down at the boardwalk like trying to fit in and it's just like, oh, is that what I fucking look like?
Yeah. Right.
And then it very like I think that was the last time I wore like tall socks with shorts.
That's funny. That's actually
Yeah.
funny that you
It's like
had
I
the actual
remember like a
realization.
pivotal moment. Yeah. Where I like realized I was like, oh, like they're for children. Yeah, and it's
They,
like I don't know why they're like I wouldn't been caught like past like middle school. I wouldn't like been caught dead ankles. It was like
right.
such a it was a style thing. But yeah, there's like a turning point in your life where you're just like, oh, I'm gonna put on ankle socks or I'm gonna be like a 35-year-old like guy trying to still look like an 18-year-old skater kid.
Yeah, like I went to the gym and I always wear ankle socks. It's like just I
Yeah.
always wear them. I barely ever unless I'm wearing like dress shoes or something like
No,
that.
no, well, I wear pants. If I wear
Yeah.
pants, like I wear pants often, I have tall
Then
socks
you
and I
wear
have
long
ankle socks.
socks.
Yeah,
Right.
if I'm wearing shorts, I will be in ankle socks though.
For sure. So
Yeah.
like I went to the gym and I didn't have any of my regular socks clean. And I was like,
Okay.
"Oh, I'll just wear these black Nike socks." And it's the black Nike like not crew
Uh,
cut, but like
yeah,
they're
push them down kind of low if that's the case. It's not an often thing, but it
for
happens.
sure.
I just push them down, not like shove them all the way down, but just kind of like you know, it's not the
Yeah,
end of
you
the world,
scrunch
but
them
it's
a
not a
little bit.
habit.
But that's what
I'm
I'm
not
saying.
going
Like
out in public. I'm going to the gym or something.
yeah, but I'm telling you, I was going to the gym and I'm
Okay.
wearing these socks and I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm just like, I would be laughing at me if I looked the way that I looked. Like I was just like, wow, these look terrible. I'm embarrassed to be wearing these right now. It was goofy.
That sucks. Yeah.
So goofy. That's the end of my random questions. But I do have a couple past peeves. A couple things
Okay.
peeved my pat recently.
Interesting. Tell me about it.
First thing, let me see how much time we got left. Okay. First thing is I got a two-car garage, right?
Truck doesn't fit in there.
Truck doesn't fucking fit in the garage.
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah.
kidding me? It's
Yeah.
so annoying. Like beyond annoying. Like I specifically got this house. Like everything was filtered, two car garage, because like I
You know
that
what you
was
should have
one of
done?
my things.
You should ask Pam to bring a tape measure.
Fuck, I should
'Cause
have.
she would have.
God, I should have. But dude, I'm like inches. I pulled the truck into the garage and literally touched the back wall. And I'm like 2 inches from fitting in there behind the sensor. It's the sensor, is what it is, to be honest. I can get it in the garage, but like the
Damn, yeah,
sensor
I know what
hits
you're
the
talking
thing
about.
and it won't close.
Um,
That's frustrating.
yeah, because if you own the house, you just move the sensor or get like a different size one.
Yeah, I would figure something out. I'd cut a damn
Yeah,
hole in the back wall for the truck bed to back into.
yeah,
And then,
yeah.
um, all right, next pat's peeve is when people don't use merging lanes to merge and they just stop until no traffic is coming. You know what I'm saying? Like you're turning right onto a road and you have a
Yeah,
yield sign, but there's a merge lane that goes for 100 yards, but instead they just stop right there by the yield sign and wait till
yeah.
no traffic's coming.
That's just an IQ issue.
That's just IQ
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah. You know,
Um,
some people
as
just can't help it.
as Mike calls them, lesser thans.
Look, Mike calls a lot of people a lot of things. A lot
Yeah,
of things that, you might not want to repeat yourself.
a lot of things we can't say on a public forum.
No. Nor would I want to be clear.
Yeah, no, to clear as day.
Um,
We love them all. We love everybody here.
but no, what gets me same vibe is people at the airport on the moving walkway. People are like
Oh,
they like
ugh.
rush to the moving walkway and then get on and just like stop right there. And I'm like, you lazy fuck.
Yeah, I
Like
agree.
you're what's wrong with society.
That's fucking
Yeah.
annoying. I hate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Same type of person who stops the yield sign and doesn't use the merge lane.
Yeah,
Same type of person who stands up as soon as the airplane lands and like tries to rush to the front. Even not that you got a connecting flight or anything. They just don't know how to behave. They don't know how to
yeah,
act. It's
right.
same type of person. And
100%. All right, so closing comments to close it out. Will Tyler accomplish the challenge?
so what is it? Again, refresh my memory. It's same day. It's 225 bench. What's the squat and what's the run time?
225 bench, 315 squat, a mile under 830, and you have to weigh 225 or less. He's got till November 6th, I think, next year.
Like, do I think he's capable? Yes. If I was a betting man, probably not.
All
Um,
right. All right. I like it. Well, we got about a minute left, so we're gonna close it off there. Bryce, I appreciate you coming on in the stead of Tyler Lazy Caproni. Um,
hey,
so
I hope he gets it done. I really do.
all
Um,
right.
but he also just had a kid. He's got a lot of other priorities. So I'll give him the benefit of the doubt there. Do I think it happens? No. Do I hope it happens? Absolutely.
All right, well, we're about to get cut off. So until next time, talk to you
Until
later.
next time. See you.